So if it falls normally, and he's observing just from the top of the center, this is what they're saying. So the ray which is coming from center, or from anywhere you can see, the ray which is coming from center will fall at the interface normally. So if it falls normally, will it experience any bending? If it falls normally at the interface, will it experience any bending?
No.
No. So that means it will go straight. And if there is no bending, will there be any shift in the position or change in the position of the body?
No.
So that means the position will remain same. There will be no change.
Ma'am, isn't the medium changing from inside the sphere to the outside?
Yeah, better. It's not because of change in the medium, the position changes. It's because of the bending. The rays which were traveling in a particular direction, when it bends then to the observer, the direction in which the rays start will be different, and that's why we experience this shift in the position. If you remember the last class, we have discussed these diagrams, no? Where I told you like why this position of the object appears to be different, because there is a bending happening here. So this was the object position, and since here the bending happens, that means it is moving from a from a denser to a rarer medium. That's why it is bending away. So now the observer in the rarer medium when makes the observation for the observer, this ray appear to come from this point. Now why the position of the object change? Because the bending or the path of the ray is changing at the interface. When there is a change or bend in the path of the ray when it passes the interface to the observer, the position of the object will change, because for the person who is observing, the ray travels in a straight line. So the straight line where the two rays will meet, the image will be formed. In this particular question, you can see here, since there is no bending happening at the interface, so the path of the light won't change, but for the observer also. So that means for the observer, the position remains same or not? Where the object appears to seem to the observer, same position. Got it?
Ma'am, actually, what is the reason that the ray is not bending? I didn't get that point.
But we have discussed, because whenever the rays are starting from normal, from center, the rays from the center when incident on the surface will be perpendicular onto the surface or not?
Yes, ma'am, understood now, ma'am.
Next question.
Ma'am, question number 23.
23. Yes. Statement of question.
Ma'am, two plane mirrors are parallel to each other and are spaced 20 cm apart. A luminous point is placed between them and 5 cm from one mirror. Determine the distance from each mirror of the three nearest images in each.
So it is a similar question, like these are two plane mirrors parallel to each other, separation between them is given. You have to repeat the data. Okay, let me draw the figure, then give the figure. And these are two mirrors, M1, M2. Separation between the two is
20 cm.
20 cm. And position of the object is?
Ma'am, 5 cm from one mirror.
From any one mirror it is 5 cm. This is object. 5 cm. Can you have to find out the position of the various images, first three images formed in the two mirrors. If you remember, we have discussed this thing. First image will be formed just at the same, because first image will be of the object. So whatever the distance of the object in front of mirror is, will be the distance of the image behind the mirror. So for one it is 5 and the other one it is 15. From now on, the image formed will work as an object. So the object distance, we have discussed this concept in during plane mirrors. No? So we'll add the separation between the two with this object distance. So we'll get here 25. Here it will be 35. Then again adding 20, it will be 55. And here it will be 45. So these are the positions of images. That means first image at 5 cm, second is 35, third at 45 cm behind M1. And for M2, the image positions are 15 cm, 25 cm, and 55 cm behind the mirror M2. Please go through, if you don't remember it, please go through the concept when we have done it, this concept in plane mirrors. Right?
Okay, ma'am, understood.
Any other question, Peter?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am, I have doubts.
Yeah, Peter.
Ma'am, it's question number 18.
18, okay.
Ma'am, the language is, when a concave mirror is placed facing the sun rays converge to a point 10 cm from the mirror. Now an erect 2 cm long image is placed 20 cm away from the principal axis of the mirror. If you want to get the image of the pen on a card, where would you place the card? What could be the nature and the height of the?
Okay. Now the first part, when they are saying the rays are falling from the sun on the mirror surface and converging at a point, from this data we can find out the focal length of the mirror, because the parallel beam, the point where this parallel beam will converge will be the position of the focus. So whatever distance it is given, this is the focal length. So focal length is given to us as, just tell me, at what point it converges, the parallel is coming from sun?
Ma'am, 10 cm from the
10 cm. So the focal length is given as 10 cm. The focal length of concave mirror is minus 10 cm. Then next it was something like given the object is kept somewhere. Yeah, please repeat again once.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, an erect 2 cm long pin is placed 20 cm from the principal axis.
Okay. At center of curvature means.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And how much long length is of the pin? 2 cm. 2 millimeter. What was the value?
And 2 cm.
2 cm. 2 cm. Okay, okay. Height of object. Okay. Then
Ma'am, we need to find the distance from where we have to place a card to get the image of the object.
20 cm.
Yes, ma'am, but in the answer it is given 30 centimeters.
Now there might be some error in that. It should be 20 only.
Okay.
Okay.
Ma'am, and the last question, it's question number 16. Ma'am, a flame of oil, mu equal to 1.2, lies on the water of refractive index 1.33. A light ray is incident 30 centimeters in the oil on the oil water boundary. Calculate the angle of refraction in the water.
Angle of incident at oil is how much?
And 30 degrees.
So use Snell's law here. That is refractive index of oil into sine 30 equals to refractive index of water into sine r. So you have to find out r. 1.2 into sine 30 is 1 by 2 now. Equals to 1.33 into sine r. So you will get 0.6 upon 1.33 means, yeah, you have 1.33 equals to sine r. So r comes out to be sine inverse of 6 upon 13.3. ऐसे कुछ और they must have solved it for the point something decimals में निकाल दिया होगा.
Okay.
So isn't it the answer? Answer is different or the same?
Ma'am, on calculating this I got 0.4511, but on the answer it is 0.4505. So actually,
No, that not a big thing. कोई बात नहीं. वो हो सकता है variation. Yeah, that's better.
Then in question number 9, I'm getting a different answer, which is not in the package. Like the answer is not given in the package.
No, the answer given in the package and your answer is different.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll discuss that.
And the question number 9, ma'am. From how far should an object be from the concave mirror of focal length 20 centimeter to form a real image, 1/5 of its size?
Sorry, minus 9. Magnification is given to be minus 1 by 5. Focal length is given this. And how far we should keep, that means object distance. Question they are asking object distance. Repeat the question, I think I'm
How far should an object be from the concave mirror of focal length 20 centimeter to form a real image, 1/5 of its size?
Okay. That means they are asking us this object distance only. So that same way you can solve u equals to minus x, then v equals to m into u minus m into u actually. So it will be minus of minus 1 by 5 into minus x. So x by 5 minus. So your 1 upon minus 20 using mirror formula equals to 1 by v. That means minus x upon 5 plus 1 upon minus x. So it should be x 6 minus 6. X comes out to be 120.
Yes, ma'am. And this is the answer I'm getting, ma'am. In the package it is 80 centimeter.
No, that's wrong. That should be 120. Okay. Any other question?
Yes, ma'am. Question number 27. If two mirrors are inclined at some angle and an object is placed between the mirrors and there are 7 images formed for an object, then what is the angle between the mirrors?
We have to find theta and number of images formed are 7. So we'll take both the cases of O odd and even now. That we know that for n to be 7, okay, we'll have it 7 equals to 360 upon theta. So what is value of theta here? 360 upon 7 करके एक ही हो जाएगा, एक हो जाएगा. It can be the case that it is 1 n minus 1 we have done. N minus 1 is equal to 7 equal to 360 upon theta. So that means here n is actually equal to
So, ma'am, which one to take in consideration?
both. You have to give the range, I think so. इसमें ऐसा ही होना चाहिए. There should be a range.
And the answer is 45 degrees. I think it should be 51.4.
Take लेते हैं. So theta is the options are given there, or you have to.
No, ma'am, it's a subjective question.
So इसमें what is the answer?
I guess like 51.4 I guess.
51.4 and here it will be
45.
It will be 45. Now we have to consider both the cases. So they have taken this. That means any angle between these two, ठीक है, will make this 7 number of images. ठीक है. So we have
But it's not from the package.
yes, what's your doubt? It's from the
I'll share it in the group.
This one, the particular situation, the what of the reflecting mirror as a small fish and two is the human eye chicken. Refractive index is known. At what distance from which the fish see the image of the eye? देखो. अब apparent height of निकाल दो ना इसकी. Push more. Now it is given like this. So my next page. Okay. So now this is our fish, and here is the eye of the observer. This distance is given to be h. Height of what is given h. That means fish from the interface is at a distance of h by 2. Okay. So we have to find out the at what distance from itself will the fish see the image of the eye. So here the fish is observing in the rarer medium, and fish is in denser medium. So in such a case we have done a direct result, and that is what apparent height will be equal to refractive index of denser with respect to rarer times real height. Yes, relation we have discussed, and this is from interface. This relation always gives the distance from interface. That is the boundary separating air and water. So from interface it is this. So let's discuss it now. It will be a refractive index of water. Okay, air है, refractive index of water हो जाएगा into h आ जाएगा. ठीक है? This will be the apparent height. Then distance of the eye from the fish will be this position height plus we have to add this separation. So your answer will be mu of water into h plus h1. ठीक है? This should be enough.
Ma'am, what about the below thing they have given?
So what they have given? What below thing they have given? अच्छा देखा जाए.
Actually,
h is equal to mu plus 1 by 2 above itself क्या आएगा ना? अच्छा there is a mirror beneath also.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that is the second part. Okay, I just missed that. So again, the position of the object, the eye, will be here. That means the rays which are entering the mirror, entering the water surface. For that, the position of the eye won't be this. Position of the eye will be somewhere over here. That is the distance. This distance will become mu into h. Okay. So total distance, in front of the plane mirror will be where the eye position will be found. Okay. So object position from plane mirror. Yes. How much distance will be? This is the position of the eye for the when seen in the denser medium. That means total distance from the mirror will be mu h plus h. So it will be mu h plus h. Okay. So image will be found at this much distance behind the mirror. Okay. So now you have to find out that at what distance the image will be appear to the fish. Now this image, when the rays, that means for the fish, the image distance will remain same. So that means for the next thing your answer will be mu h plus h plus this distance separation. That means h by 2. So it will be mu. It will be mu h plus 3 h by 2. So that means mu plus 3 by 2 h below. And this is above. mu, sorry, h into mu plus 1 by 2 above. Getting it? Should I draw the ray diagrams also?
No, ma'am, got it. Thank you.
Ma'am, I did not how you why you added h by 2 in the last point.
Because the position of the object this from the mirror is this. Video distance which is equal to mu h plus h. That means the image will be formed at the same distance behind the mirror. Okay, that is mu h plus h. But from the fish, the distance becomes what? So we have to add this part also, h by 2.
Okay, got it.
What was the question exactly?
Question is given in your subject book. Just see here. You can see the language of the question from there and the solution. Today only the question is. Okay then. Any other doubt, Peter?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, it's a MCQ, page 49, question 2. A number of images of a candle are seen in a thick mirror.
Okay, I just got the question. We'll discuss. This is a thick mirror. Normally when we say mirror, we know that how the mirror is formed. There is a glass slab, and on one side silver coating is done, on the other side it is made smooth and polished. That is how we make a mirror. In the case of mirror, that will be a plane surface. Now, if the thickness of the glass slab which we are using, glass sheet which we are using is sufficient to hide, what will happen? Let's discuss this point. Now, we have discussed that whenever the light falls on a surface, the probability of happening these phenomena like reflection is equal, depending upon the nature of the surface. So now, say the ray is incident on the interface like this. Now, since the surface is made smooth and polished, so some of the light will get reflected back owing to laws of reflection. But this intensity of the light will be very less. Why? Because basically there is an interface of air and glass. So maximum rays will then experience reflection and will go inside the glass like this. It will bend. And now from the second surface, where it is actually the opaque surface, where silver coating is done, from there this ray will get reflected back. And now it again reaches the interface, and now the ray will get reflected, maximum intensity. But since reflection can also happen, so some intensity of light will get reflected back. I'll again explain it. This is incident ray. At this interface, okay, a small part will be reflected. Okay? Small intensity reflected. And maximum will get reflected. Okay? And the major amount of light, maximum intensity of light will get reflected. Because it's a interface, two transparent interface, so major phenomena here becomes refraction instead of reflection. Because when light falls on a transparent interface, refraction is a major phenomena that happens. Okay? Now on the back surface, since it is a silver side, light will get reflected back. At its interface again, the major phenomena becomes reflection, so maximum intensity of light will get reflected, only a small amount will get reflected back. So the second light which is ray which is coming out has maximum intensity. Maximum intensity is there. Okay? So that means the second image, if you are observing, the ray which is coming first, you will be able to see the image because of this. Then this is for the second also you will be able to see the image. So since maximum intensity of light is coming out in second, when it reaches interface second time, therefore the second image formed will be the brightest image. And this phenomena, that means this multiple reflections and refraction will keep on happening till the intensity of light becomes so less that one cannot see the image. So you will get, for a thick mirror, we will get multiple images. Out of multiple images, the second image formed will be the brightest image. Why we are getting multiple images? I think to this point is clear. Because of the thickness of the mirror, refraction and reflection, both phenomena are happening here. Okay, but maximum intensity of light comes out of the system during the second time when it reaches the interface, and second image is the brightest image.
Ma'am, how does the second ray, the maximum intensity get reflected?
Because you can see that first is surface. This is the first surface, and this is second surface. If we see that the first surface is a transparent interface, between air and glass. So whenever two transparent mediums, or I should say whenever the light is incident on the transparent interface, then the major phenomena that happens will be refraction. Will be refraction. The light, whenever the light will fall on an interface, transparent boundary from one medium to the other, the major phenomena will be reflection or refraction. It will be reflection.
Yes, ma'am.
And when it falls on the opaque, your silver surface, then reflection is a major phenomenon, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, at the first interface, first time when the ray is incident on this interface, since major phenomenon is reflection, therefore maximum light will get refracted, that is moved inside the glass, and only the small intensity of light will get reflected back into the air. So because small intensity of light is getting reflected back, we will be able to see an image. So it will not be very bright image, but we will be able to see an image. Okay. Now the ray which has refracted, when reach the second surface, it experiences reflection. Okay. At the back end, it is reflected here. Reflection is happening. Okay. So the ray, after reflection, goes again to the interface. When it reaches this interface, again the major phenomena becomes reflection. So maximum light will get reflected. That means it will come out in the air. Only a small fraction or small intensity of light will get reflected back because both phenomena are possible. So some small amount of light will be reflected back from the interface. Now since maximum light is being refracted at the second time, therefore this image when you will see will be the brightest image because its intensity is maximum. After that also you will be able to see some more images because some part of light is again has gone backward, will experience reflection, will reach the interface again. Out of it maximum light will come out of whatever the light is left. Out of it light will come out and the small part will get reflected back also. So in this way you can get 3-4 images till the intensity becomes so low that you are not able to see the image form. But out of these multiple images which you are observing, the second image formed in this thick mirror will be the brightest image. Okay. Now tell me the question number. This is question number
And 2.
question number 2 level.
And 1.
level 1, page 40. Any other doubt, Peter?
Ma'am, level 2, page 53.
Okay, that's it. Level 2, page 50,
53.
53, question number
9.
What's the question?
It's a multiple option, correct? In vacuum, the speed of light does not depend on A, frequency, B, wavelength, C, intensity, D, speed of source.
Okay, speed of light in vacuum is constant. Okay, and it will not depend upon the frequency. Can I repeat the options again, Peter?
A, frequency, B, wavelength,
Okay, wavelength,
C, intensity,
intensity,
and D, speed of source.
speed of source. They say it does not speed of light in vacuum. I think so. It doesn't depend upon anything. What is the answer given?
Answer is A, B, C, and D.
And all the options doesn't depend upon any of these. Its value is constant because C is 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second, and that is fixed in vacuum. So whatever is the frequency of a wave or wavelength of the wave, they'll always move with the same speed. Okay, so that should be enough.
Will it not depend on speed of source?
No. Yes, any other doubt?
Ma'am,
The
section
intensity depends on the speed of source.
What again, repeat it?
Then what does intensity and speed of source mean here?
Intensity means the energy per unit area. That means how much is the energy, light intensity. You can say in its normal way, like you can say that how much the light energy is passing through a given area. Okay. And speed of source means whatever the source which is emitting the light, if it is moving, does the speed of light the value will hamper? No, because it is the maximum speed. No, okay, that light, speed of light is the maximum speed with which anything can turn.
Yes.
Yes,
These are all
yes.
factors of C.
These are not factors of C. They have asked that C depends upon all these things or not. So it is not dependent upon any of these.
Yes.
Yes, there was one more doubt. Someone was asking a doubt.
ma'am, section B, page number 46, 12 question.
Just a minute. Section B, page 46.
Yes,
Question
12.
number 12. Yes. What's the question?
Prove that in case of plane mirror, image is same size of object and as far behind the mirror.
So, we have drawn this ray diagram now. You remember we have drawn in case of plane mirror an extended object diagram.
Let him how to prove.
Prove that theoretically you can prove it. Theoretically you can prove it. No? Let's say I have drawn it like this. Then we know that. So this is an extended object. I'll take it like this. Now, we can take the ray diagram. We can make a ray diagram like this. Incident normally. And a ray which is incident at a certain angle. We get reflected like this. Okay. We say here the image will be formed. Okay. Then distance you can easily prove that since angle I is equal to angle R, okay, then and this makes a straight line. So ये जो angle होगा, ठीक है? This angle and this angle will be equal to each other, right? So कैसे prove करोगे? Geometry लगा के बताओ. Now you have to do it because I have not done geometry for a very long time. But since we can easily do that, if I draw a normal like this on the other side, I know that this angle and this angle are equal, and this angle and this angle are equal. These are perpendicular, no? Like this, I can prove it like this. This make 90 degree, this make 90 degree. This angle I is equal to this angle I, and I and R are equal. So here this angle become R plus 90. So it also becomes R plus whatever x it is. There also I plus x. So that means these two angles will be equal. These two angles are equal. Then ये angle equal होंगे R and R. So that means this will be equal to I. These two angles are equal. Third angle is 90 degree. That means these two triangles are congruent. So this length is equal to this length, which represents that object distance and image distance are equal from the mirror surface. And then of course यहाँ पे आप इसको second के लिए निकाल सकते हो, B के लिए इसी तरह से parallel ratio करके you can show that height is also same. Okay, this is like after this becomes a geometry question. Got it? Right. Is there any other doubt? चलो then. So last time we discussed about the apparent position of the object. Now when we have discussed about apparent position, we discussed this thing that from the interface that within the two boundaries, whatever the position of the apparent position of the object becomes, that means this is the real object position, the real position, and here is apparent position. Then this distance we measure from the interface is actually, when we say this is the new position, that will be the apparent position or apparent depth or apparent height, we always measure from the interface. But if we measure this distance, that is distance between the real and the apparent position, how much the position of the image has shifted from the object, this is called as shift. So that means in such questions, if they ask you to find out shift, we have done the question, we have got the idea how to calculate apparent position. But instead of asking for apparent position, if they ask you to find out shift in these cases, so shift means simply distance between the object position and its image. Okay, object and image. Okay, how much the position of the object has shifted, right? So that means in this case, if I tell you that if the object actual depth is, it will be, let's say that shift is equal to real depth minus apparent depth. So here it will be equal to, say, to the real depth टू 1 माइनस 1 अपॉन म्यू, ठीक है। और अगर हम शिफ्ट निकालेंगे फॉर हाइट तो इट विल बी इक्वल टू रियल हाइट इनटू वहाँ पे एपरेंट डेप्थ बताएगा ना म्यू माइनस, ठीक है, गॉट इट, when they are calculating for real height. Or otherwise you can simply find the difference like this. Okay, so I think so the concept of shift is clear. So when they ask you in question find shift for a single surface reflection, it's simply that how much the object and image position, that the image is shifted from the object position. So you have to measure this distance from the object, and if it is asking you the apparent depth or real depth, apparent depth or apparent height, then you have to measure the separation from the interface. This point is clear. Okay, now let's move for the double reflection from the glass lens. That means here it is the case we have discussed where only the single reflection is happening at the interface. Now let's discuss that what will happen if the reflection happens on the slab. So write down here. Ma'am, could you show the previous slide? This done? Yes. Right now, double reflection from a glass lens. ठीक है, so say take a glass slab. Of a certain thickness, say T, ठीक है, and an object is kept in front of it, ठीक है, at any separation. Say separation from the first surface, refracting surface is x. Now here what will happen? The ray will first experience reflection at the first interface and then at the second interface. So 2 times the reflection will happen and then the ray will reach to the eye of the observer. Okay. So let's see how much will be the how much the position of the final image changes. So say a ray is incident at the first interface and then it moves to, say it is moving to a denser medium. It will bend little towards the normal. Okay. Then extend it backwards. This will be the position of the image because of the first reflection happening at the interface. Okay, so the separation from the first interface will become mu, yeah, I'm equating so n, ठीक है, denser to rarer x. This is how we write down, ठीक है, and denser to rarer. I'm writing here n only so that लिखने में थोड़ा आसानी होती है, but n here represents refractiveness of denser with respect to rarer. ठीक है. Now for the second interface, this I1 will act as an object, ठीक है, and now if you see the rays are coming out from a denser to the rarer medium, so it will bend away from the normal.
Ma'am, is
N is refractive index of the denser medium with respect to rarer.
Now what is NX?
NX is the separation between I1 and the first interface. Apparent height. You see, I've drawn it in the, if I state it, actually the rays are moving from a denser to a rarer medium, but rarer to a denser medium in first case. So the apparent height will increase now. So I'm writing here the apparent height of the image. It will be n into x or not? If you are
Yes,
observing
ma'am, yes,
density, it will be n into x. Now it is moving to a rarer medium. So the ray will then, will come towards the interface. So now the final position जो होगा वो कैसे दिया जाएगा? ठीक है. So final position या apparent position from second interface will be given as what? Real position upon refractive index. This is how we will get the apparent position. When the ray is moving from denser to rarer, that means observer is observing from a rarer medium, ray coming from the denser medium. Now the apparent position is actually what? I1 is at what distance from this interface? 2. Distance of I1 from the interface 2 is? Yes. What is RP? Real
It's-
position. Okay.
It's t plus nx.
Yeah. So that means it will be equal to t plus nx by n. So I can write it as x plus t by n. ठीक है? X plus t by n will be the apparent position. That means this distance. The position of this image, final image I from the second interface is x plus t by n. ठीक है? Now you find out shift. Shift is actually what? Shift, as we have discussed, is the distance of the object. Yeah, this particular thing is called shift. How much the image has moved from the actual position of the object. This is shift. Okay. To find out shift, how can I do? I can separate the distance between the object and the second interface from the image and the second interface. So that means shift is O.
T by 10.
Yeah, I can write it as like point A. So I can say shift is OA minus IE. So OA will be x plus t, object distance from first interface, and then from the thickness of the slab, minus x plus t by n. So it comes out to be x will get cancelled, will get t into 1 minus 1 by n. So this is a shift experienced by the object when it moves, when the ray moves, passes through the glass slab. Okay? That means it experiences two refractions. This point is clear. Okay, and we get here that the shift actually is independent of x. shift is independent of x. X, what is x? Object distance from the first integral, from the slab. Object distance from slab. At how much distance in front of the slab you have kept the object, that doesn't make a difference in what shift it will experience. Okay? What will be the value of the shift? Okay. Is this clear? Written, everyone? Done? Let's do a question then. A glass slab having refractive index 1.5, okay, in front of it an object is kept at a distance of say 10 centimeter. Its thickness of slab is 27 centimeter. Find the shift. Find the value of shift. Here is here. Nine centimeter. All of you are getting 9 centimeter?
Yes, ma'am.
This is glass slab. Refractive index 1.5. Now it's kept in a medium, say an oil of refractive index 2. Okay. Thickness of the slab is 15 centimeter. An object is kept at a distance of 15 centimeter. Find the value of shift. Yes, what is the value of shift?
Ma'am, 5.
Is it 5? Have you, after calculation, are you getting 5?
I mean, change the thickness to 15.
Yeah.
Ma'am, the refractive index is 1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am, it's 5.
5, ma'am.
It's 5 or minus 5?
Ma'am, minus 5, I got minus 5.
Yeah, it should be minus 5. We just check it, check again.
Minus 5.
Your answer won't be 5, it will be minus 5. Yes, all of you are getting minus 5?
Ma'am, 5, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, same.
Okay, what you have done, tell me. How you have solved it. What is the refractive index, value of refractive index you have taken?
1.5.
Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, I took 1.5.
Why
Sorry,
1.5?
1.5.
The outer medium has a refractive index of 2, not 1. Let's see. Outside I've not given you a medium as a, it's not given here, it's given a medium of refractive index 2.
Okay.
Got it? So, this point is clear. Now, can you solve?
Can you solve it?
Thickness is given 15 centimeter. Thickness 1 minus 1 upon refractive index of denser with respect to rarer medium. What will the value of denser with respect to rarer here? If you tell me, refractive index of denser with respect to rarer means what?
Ma'am, 2 by 1.5.
2 by 1. That's all. You just
Cannot. Thank you.
Okay. So this point clear now. So now, why in one case you're getting positive shift and other case you're getting negative shift, and what does it mean? So write down the significance of positive and negative shift. So if shift is positive, it means shift is happening along the direction of rays. Write down this point. Positive shift means shift is happening along the direction of incident ray.
Ma'am, one thing.
Yes, Peter.
Ma'am, by taking 1 by the refractive index, you get 1.5 by 2. 1 minus 1.5 by 2. Which ends up as 1 by 4. Which doesn't give the correct answer, ma'am.
What we take the refractive index 1.5 by 2.
Isn't she getting the same answer? Minus 0.5 upon.
Ma'am, why are you doing it as 1.5 minus 2?
I'm taking the LCM, no? Oh, sorry.
Actually, we should take n equal to 1.5 by 2. Because it's n relative
Okay, right.
of the glass slab to here.
Right. I've done. Okay, this I've given wrong. It was the refractiveness of slab with respect to surrounding of the formula. Sorry, sir. You can write down this point here. We'll do this. It is n is refractiveness of slab to surrounding. Okay. Now this will be n is refractiveness of slab to surrounding. So it will be 1.5 upon 2. Then we'll do this. Okay. Now rest it again. Okay, so write down place here that negative shift means the shift is happening opposite to the direction of incident ray. Shift opposite to incident ray. Okay, negative shift means shift is happening opposite to the incident ray. This point is done. So write down this relation like this.
Ma'am, is IR incident ray?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shift should be the next to 1 minus refractiveness of surrounding upon refractiveness of slab. Okay. Now, let's do a question here. And can you show the formula again? Yeah, sure. This is shift is T into 1 minus reflectiveness of surrounding to reflectiveness of slab. Okay, ma'am. Now, let's do this question here. There is a slab introduced between a mirror and object. A concave mirror having focal length of 10 centimeter. Okay. Then in front of the mirror, an object is kept at a separation of 32 centimeter. Okay. And there is a glass slab which is introduced between the object and the mirror, and thickness of the slab is 6 centimeter. And since the glass slab is reflectiveness is 1.5, okay. And say the distance between glass slab and the mirror is x. Okay. So we have to find position of final image. Okay. If this separation between slab and the mirror is say 10 centimeter or it is equal to 20 centimeter. So first of all, find out the shift. Then according to whether the shift is positive and negative, you can find out where is the position of the object in front of the mirror.
Ma'am, and the surrounding medium is there?
Yeah, medium is there.
Map x is from the center of the glass.
Repeat again, Peter, what you put out?
The distance x is measured from the center of the glass.
Well, yes, from the glass slab and the mirror, they are at a distance of x.
Yes.
To the surface, we can say. To the side of the glass slab towards the mirror is at a separation of x from the mirror.
Ma'am, for option B, 9.5 centimeter.
For option B, 9.5 centimeter. It will be the position of the final image.
Yes.
And how you calculated it?
Ma'am, like first, we get the image from the mirror, ma'am.
And then,
And ma'am, then putting like this, x divided.
so what was the image distance you are getting with that?
Ma'am, minus 40 point.
No, I think
Like
you
minus
did
3 to 50.
do the calculation. I think so you have done some error. Check your calculation.
Ma'am, I got the shift as negative 3 centimeters.
Negative 3.
Yeah.
Don't say negative 3, should be positive 3. Positive 3 here. Yeah, 2 है, check करो.
And I'm getting plus 2.
Yeah, plus 2.
Got a shift of plus 2.
Yeah, shift of plus 2 will be there.
Ma'am, is the answer first is minus 15 centimeter?
Not minus 15. But till now you have done correct. After that also, the observer won't be in front of, between the slab and the mirror. The observer will be on the other side of the slab, otherwise the rays will be obstructed now. So that means rays are again passing through slab. Yes, are you trying or should we discuss this question?
But I'm also getting minus 15 for the first subdivision.
Yeah, I'm saying till now answer is correct, but you have to add one more step. That is what I'm trying to say. So let's discuss it now. Okay, and then you can do the second point. First, we'll get shift. Just thickness into 1 minus 1 by m. That is 6 into 1 minus 1 by. So shift comes out to be 2 centimeters. It means that the, and it is positive, that means this is the direction of incident ray. So the, for the mirror, the object will get shifted along the direction of incident ray. So this will be the position of the object for the mirror. Okay. So that means object distance here for concave mirror, object distance will become 30 centimeters. Okay, because it has shifted 2 centimeters towards the mirror. So initial separation was 32, but now because of we are keeping the slab in between, the distance for the mirror, the object is kept at a distance of 30 centimeters in front of it. Okay. And then focal length is given to be minus 10 centimeters, object distance minus 30. We can find out the image distance, that is 1 by f minus 1 by u minus 10, minus of minus 30. Yeah, so we comes out to be minus 15 centimeters. Okay. So these rays will converge, that means by the mirror at a distance of minus 15 centimeters. But when it has to go to minus 15, the rays have to pass through slab again. Just tell me.
Ma'am, can you repeat your point?
Minus 15 is the position which is in front of the mirror, and the glass slab will be there or not. So to the
Yes, ma'am.
observer. Now this after reflection, like this, the rays will be moving in this direction. That means this is the direction of the rays. So now shift has happened. Like position of the object is this 15 centimeter, but when it passes through slab, it will experience the shift of how much? Again 2 along the direction of rays. That means it will get shifted from 15 to 2 more. That means new position will become how much? The image will be formed at what distance? It will be formed.
Negative.
Yeah. Image distance will be equal to. That means we add 2, so it will be 17 centimeter in front of. Is this point clear? Do it for the second part also.
No, but remains as negative 15. No?
Negative 15 means the image is formed in front of the mirror. So I've written it in front of the mirror. What exactly you understand when I'm writing it minus 15? It's a real image.
The second part. The second part.
The second part. Okay, second part is it should be minus 15 only.
Yeah, exactly.
There will be no change because the shift does not depend on x.
But again, you won't see because if
No.
you're an observer, of course, you will be on the other side of the slab.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you're observing from this side, the ray has to pass through the slab before reaching to you. Because if the slab is kept in between, you cannot be standing in between slab and the mirror. The observer will be, of course, observing from the other side of the slab. So your answer remains 17 only. Why so? Because in this case, even though the ray image is formed here by the mirror, but to the observer, the rays will come like this. The position of the ray, the position of the image will get shifted. This is the final image. So for the observer, image will again be formed at a distance of 17 centimeters. Okay.
Then how did you add 2 for the image distance?
Because again, if we find out that the ray passing through the slab, shift experienced by the ray will remain 2 only.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's why we are adding that 2.
Okay, ma'am.
Is this point clear to everyone? Shift is clear to everyone now. After this, we move to reflection on the curved surface. Okay. This concept is clear? No doubt in this concept?
Ma'am, could you give one more question?
One more question. Find position of image. Yes, good.
Ma'am, minus 20 centimeters.
Minus 20 centimeters?
Minus 23 centimeters.
Yes,
Okay,
minus 20. Minus 20. Again, the second part also we have to add it. Similar. So shifts you'll get 9, 1 minus 1 upon 1.5. Now solving you'll get plus 3. That means shift will happen along the direction of incident ray. So the object distance for the mirror becomes 63 minus 3 because object distance, the position of the object will shift it towards the mirror because of the glass lens. So it will be minus 60 centimeter. And focal length is minus 15 centimeter. When you solve it using the mirror formula, you will get, putting values here, minus 15 plus 60, V comes out to be,
Ma'am, why have you subtracted minus 3 from you?
because the shift is plus 3, so the position of the object will get shifted along the direction of incident ray. So the incident ray are moving towards the mirror, so the object will get shifted towards the mirror. By how much? By 3 centimeters. So for the mirror, from where the rays appear to come, from a distance of 60 centimeters.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
That means for the mirror, it doesn't know that the rays are getting bending in the slab. The position finally of the rays appear to be starting from O1, which is at 60 centimeters in front of it. Okay? So image distance comes out to be minus 20 centimeters. So the image will be from somewhere here. If the distance is more than 20 between the slab and the mirror, so somewhere here in that case. Now, since you're observing from this side, the rays, when it passes through slab, again will get experience a shift of 3 centimeters. It will get shifted along the direction of incident ray. So this is the final position of the image, which will be at a distance of 20 plus 3, that is 23 from mirror. Is this question clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the slab concept will be, asked with this lenses also, and anywhere they can put this slab and then they can ask the question. So that means if the concept is clear, then we'll be discussing lenses. There also you can solve the step of question. Okay. In the next class, I'll start with the reflection on the curved surface, single curved surface, and then we'll start with the lenses. Okay. Sure. Yes, Vika.
Ma'am, if you are getting the value of u as minus and the negative value, so for the final answer, we're going to be writing negative value or the positive value.
Again, repeat this.
Like for any answer, we are getting the value of u as minus 20. So for the final solution, we are going to write it as 20 or
If you have to write down the final answer that whether the object is, suppose it is formed at a distance of 20 centimeters in front of the mirror, or it's the real image of which is formed at a distance of 20 centimeters from the mirror, or say in options if it is given to you, then if they have given the options, like if they have given this option of minus 20 also along with 20, then of course you will choose for minus 20. And if the option is only given as 20 and then it is given the real image is formed, then according to the options given to you, you have to choose. You have to make your decision that which option.
okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes, sir.
ma'am, can you enable 6 May recording?
This week, this complete month's recording of this enabled one day back. Yesterday only I've enabled. Just please check it again. I've enabled for this particular month, and I think so for 2 or 3 recordings of April also I've enabled. Yesterday only I've enabled. I think so. You can check it again. If it is not enabled, then you can. There are few recordings of starting of the April which are not enabled. So I'll do that also for today. You can check it once.
But ma'am, it is not showing.
Okay, I'll again see then. I'll again see. Which particular date you are saying?
6 May.
Rest of the recordings are showing reflecting.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then might be 6 May recording I must have enabled 1 or 2 days back. That's why I get it.